All right, so time to make a recording. Robert and I are harvesting honey. So going out to the apiary. And boy, have we got some. We thought our bees were dead and after a really hard freeze, but it seems like nope, they are alive and well. I got to stop I'm going to throw this to Robert because he's waiting on me. And then I got to put I'm throwing it to you because I'm making a video, and
hey,
I got to put my give me a second to put my glove back on. Here.
It's all right. You're good for now. You're gonna make a video.
Hold it for 1 second. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. This is always fun. I know my friend Roxana was out at an apiary not long ago. She is a master herbalist that's kind of part of the Heart of the Tribe community. And so, hi, Roxana. And we're going to show you what our bees are doing today. Okay.
Here's our first frame.
First frame. Woo.
Is completely full of probably the best honey you've ever tasted.
It is, because we have these honeysuckle vines right back there, and it really is. They eat from that. So I'm going to take you up close to the hive. I'm glad I'm fully suited because
Careful the front there.
the front, yeah, see, look, they're all over. And Robert is busy harvesting. We've been smoking. Do you need me to smoke them a little?
You can smoke them a little bit if you want, honey.
Okay.
This whole top is just absolutely full of honey.
Wow, we're gonna have a great harvest, and we didn't think we'd really get much of anything. And so okay, sorry. I smoked my husband.
Wow,
check it out. That is a beautiful.
Cannot imagine what we're gonna get out of this.
It's just incredible, isn't it, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna sweep these bees out.
Kind of let you see into the box some here. Absolutely incredible. Smoke them down a little bit. See the sound? Yeah, look, there's another full frame. I mean, there's a lot of honey in here.
I think these are all full. And I don't know what down here looks like.
Yeah, we haven't even...
Because this is crazy.
Wow.
They had been really working hard this year.
They have, because we checked it early in the spring. And we thought we had really lost all of our bees.
We thought they were all dead.
It wasn't looking good. And now, because normally we harvest like April or May, and that's the harvest we get. Here it is mid-July. That's why we're out so early in the morning harvesting. Ooh, looky there. Look at all that honey.
I'm telling you, you cannot believe how good this is going to be.
Yeah.
And if you look, put your phone down in there.
Yeah.
Look at all, can you see them all down in there?
Yeah.
Straight
yeah,
down.
Way down into the next box. Wow. Wow.
Tens of thousands of bees in this hive. Literally tens of thousands.
Wow.
This hive is one of the most active hives I've seen. And especially for us.
Yeah. Wow, look. Wow, just check it out. Look in there. Look at
honeybees all over it.
Yeah.
Look what they're doing.
The combs. Oh my goodness.
Woo!
Nothing like being in a swarm of bees. So interesting. Bees, I believe they have the same word as the word debar, and it's funny because they do something called a waggle dance, which indicates a food source. And of course, we know that better to have the word as a food source than anything else. So it's really just cool. Yah's creation is so cool.
Look at this. Look at this down here, honey.
Uh-huh.
Look at this.
What is that? Is
That's
that the
honey.
royal jelly?
No, that's honey.
Just overspill, huh?
Because this frame is
It's
so full, they just started making honey wherever they could.
Wherever they could.
And that's what that is right there, and that is right there. I have a feeling it's very possible that all the frames in here
are full.
And if that's the case,
we're going to have a heck of a harvest.
You just cannot believe how good this is.
Yeah. Because we've got 3 boxes on here, so we always leave the bottom box is always their food source, you know, for winter and whatnot.
Eggs, too.
And their eggs, yeah.
Queen is down there. It's where she's going to lay all of her eggs. This is unbelievable.
What
I'm
a
blown
bounty.
away.
I am too, sweetheart. I didn't know if we'd find anything because of what we had seen.
I'm blown away, man.
I am too. Just blown away. Thank you, y'all.
Yeah, this is nothing but God's goodness right here.
It really is.
You have no idea. And the world will tell you that we just evolved into this. How stupid is that? Forgive me, but this is God's gift right here.
No forgiveness
God's
needed.
Gift. Yahweh is good.
That's right. And his mercy endures forever.
Don't tell me we evolved into this. You're crazy.
Just go to Walmart, you'll see devolving.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Devolving in action.
People have lost their minds, man. Are they crazy? This is nothing but God's gift. This is Yahweh at his grace and his mercy has given us so many gifts that Yah gives us on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But when we come down here and we see the nature that he created, we always look at the human part. Let's look at the nature that he created.
Yeah.
So this is just one little tiny part in this gigantic world of God's goodness, God's grace, his Yah's gifts to us.
Absolutely.
Because the honey, not only does this honey taste delicious, but the what am I trying to think of, the health benefits.
Oh yeah, incredible.
If you have
raw
allergies,
honey. Mm-hmm.
This is good for your allergies. This because the bees have collected all this honey and everything.
All the nectar from all the
nectar
wildflowers
around
and
here,
the
so
other
it's
flowers.
good for our health.
Mm-hmm.
Besides it just tasting so good. So God's goodness is everywhere. I mean, and this is proof of it.
Well, you know, and I wonder. I don't know. This is just me wondering. But one of the things that I wonder about, you got it?
Yeah.
You know, they're feasting on these huge honeysuckle vines that we have all around.
Yeah.
Right? So as I was studying and researching stuff, one of the things that I found is that honeysuckle, that particular flower and vine, is anti-venomous.
Is that right?
Yeah. And so with all the studies that Carrie and I have been doing, looking at the effects of venom, you know, on the human body and what we can do to alleviate, I wonder, you know, how many benefits we're getting there. I guess it's a Dr. Monzo question.
You know, but it's a good question of the benefits we're getting out of this.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just have to send Dr. Monzo a jar and let him test it for us.
Always send a doctor gifts.
That's right.
Robert's good word of advice for today. Always give the good doctor, a good gift.
That's right.
Always.
That's right.
Let's not beat around the bush here. You always keep the good doctor on your side.
That's right.
All right, watch this.
Okay.
I try not to smoke it too much because I don't want it to get in the honey, and it really won't.
Oh, there's one really, literally on my phone.
Yep. That's hilarious.
I know.
Hey, what you doing, Chelle? What you got going on?
I love being in the swarm of bees. Of course, I am fully protected in my suit. Robert just wears a half suit. I'm wimpy. I've got, head to toe.
Let me tell you something.
Covered.
there's nothing wimpy about being protected. When I was first taking all my classes and everything with the agriculture department, and I got invited out to to an aggressive beehive, and there was like 20 beehives, and they were really aggressive.
It was out in the wild, wasn't it? Y'all were capturing them?
It was on somebody's farm.
But they weren't in boxes like this. They
were in boxes that day, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That particular day they were in boxes. Okay. And so I thought, I was new to it, so I wanted to be one of the boys, and nobody else was wearing protective gear. They weren't wearing nothing, including gloves. So I didn't wear any gloves. It hurts to get stung, folks. I got stung so many times, and it hurts, man.
Yeah.
And so you know what? I'm not trying to be a tough guy anymore. Here I am. I'm suited up too, so.
Yeah.
It hurts, man. So that's why we're in protective gear, because you know what? We don't have to get stung. There's no sense in it.
Nope, no sense at all. The other thing that we really learned too is that, wear white, wear light colors.
Wear white, yeah.
Don't wear dark. And like our dog, Quincy, is totally black. And we had let her come out with us, not thinking the first time that we were messing with our box, and poor Quincy got stung. That was, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, they attacked her.
They did.
Like
they attacked her big time. So now we never let her out now while we're doing this.
That's why you stay out from the front, too.
Yeah, which I'm always guilty of. He's always having to remind me, get away from the front. That is their entrance. Wow, every frame full. Every frame. Beautifully done.
Yeah, this is
pure bounty.
Pure bounty. Thank you, Yah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Yah,
our heavenly Creator,
for blessing us, for forgiving us, for blessing us, for loving us, for guiding us, for protecting us. Thank you, Yah. Thank you so much for this.
It reminds me so much. I've been reading a lot out of Isaiah.
That one, not so much.
Not so much.
I think I'm going to leave that one. What do you think? Or you want to take it?
It says it's got to be 60% or more. Well, I would go ahead and take it. We're good. Because the rule is 60%, and that one is at least 80. So I think we're good. Yeah, I've been reading a lot about and thinking a lot about, some of the trouble coming on the earth. He's about to go down into the second box.
I'll take this box off.
And reading about our covenant protection in Yah doesn't mean that we won't, it rains on the righteous and the unrighteous. It doesn't mean we don't suffer some hardships, but there is a loving hand of bounty from Yah for his people. And he shows it in all kinds of ways and reminds us of his goodness and his faithfulness. And I think for Robert and I to think that this was just dead and all of our efforts were done, and then for Yah to show us this awesome bounty.
Yeah, I mean, wonderful. We really did. I thought the whole hive was dead. Because, we're not experts in this.
No, by any means.
We're accidental beekeepers.
Yeah, like everything else.
Yeah, like everything else we do. I mean, we just kind of... We had 2 hives. The first year, one of them just completely swarmed.
Yeah.
And this one was left. And this is the 3rd year?
Yeah. This is the 3rd year.
Mm-hmm. So this is the 3rd year.
We're our 3rd year to harvest. Our 4th year to have them because we couldn't. Yeah.
And so when we looked at it, because we had some really bad cold snaps.
Yeah.
And we came and we looked, and they were all just laying in the bottom. They were all just laying there. We were like, well.
They're dead.
They're dead. It's done. It's over. And then then it started to warm up, and I started to see bees flying in and out. I was like, well, that's funny. Maybe just some random bees have found a new home.
Right.
And then the warmer it got, the more I saw it. And then it was like this. I mean, look at this. I mean, and there's even more. I mean, look at them all.
I know.
And it's like this every day now. And I was like, wow.
We're going to have to put another box on maybe or something. I don't know.
Maybe Well, once we get these
Well,
empty,
it'll
make a
empty.
difference.
Yeah, that'll make a big difference. It'll give them room to work.
But it's like, wow, you know. And so Yah's teaching us another lesson. What we may think is one thing, Yah says no.
Yeah.
No, let me show you.
Yeah,
Let me show
especially
you how good I am.
when we think something's dead and gone and over, and he shows us, no, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Yah says, no, my sons and daughters. Let me show you how I do. Let me show you what I do.
That's right.
You know? So I'm just going to check out one of these frames just to see, because typically they'll fill this up first.
Right.
Then they'll go to the upper.
To the extra box. So I bet you this is full.
We've never seen this in the upper box before.
We've never had this. Usually we get a few frames out of this box, nothing out of the upper.
Yeah, no, usually the upper is just I'll leave that for their winter food, is usually what we'll do. So we're gonna see, what do we got here? I try not to kill. And
yeah, you would try to be careful, which is why we use the yellow brush and everything, because it's gentle.
You lose a couple, but you really try to be as gentle as possible.
I just love this. Look at
Yeah.
the honeycomb.
Yeah, look at that. That's honey right there.
That's honeycombs, the extra right there. I like to just chew on this stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
See if I can
Trying to get it out, but this thing it's loaded.
It is. Cool deal.
So I'm trying to do this without killing
without hurting them.
Like I said, you always got to lose a couple.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, I know. They're all aggravated with me.
Yeah, you want me to smoke them a little bit?
Wow. Wow.
Look at it. Look at it.
Woo. Look at that, folks. Maybe you expert beekeepers out there are saying, no big deal. I mean, we deal with that all the time. Well, we're just amateurs.
That's right.
And so this is so exciting for us to see.
It really, really is.
Because, look, a jar of honey here local. We have a lot of local honey beekeepers. A lot of local honey beekeepers here in this part of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And for a small jar, it's like $16 or something like that.
That was last year's prices.
Yeah, so maybe even more, right?
Yeah.
And if you go with a big, what is that, a quart, a big one?
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at 24, 26 bucks.
2 years ago, a quart was $30.
$30, so 30-something bucks for a quart.
Yeah.
So folks, and we're going to get a lot of quarts.
Yeah.
So it's so exciting. It really is, folks. That's why I'm so excited when I start pulling this out like this.
Last year we only had about 4 frames, and I got a gallon. It wasn't a big harvest last year, but it was enough. I mean, actually, I just used up the last of last year. So, and I had to supplement a little bit because I do a lot with honey, but I'm really excited for the bounty now because I've been growing a lot of herbs.
So probably what we're going to do, folks, I'm probably going to leave this alone for now because we got to harvest what we took out, because we also, the children in our ministry,
yes,
a couple of the guys really wanted to be involved with this.
Yeah, so we're going to and I'll film the kids doing it.
They actually may be coming over today because one of the things we also do is we make our own soap.
Yeah.
And so they were wanting to come over and make some soap today. And so maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in there, and I'm going to take one more out just to look at it. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll let the kids enjoy some of this too, because
harvesting. Oh yeah, look at that.
So
and
this is still, looks like they're laying, the queen, it must be laying eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I see any eggs in there.
Yeah, because it looks completely different, doesn't it?
Yeah. So they're still working on all this. We may just leave this. May just have to leave this one.
Well, let's see what another one looks like.
Woo! Make them fly.
They're like, yeah, you do that in your suit.
Yeah. Darn right.
Awful brave in that suit.
That's right. That is exactly right, too.
Wow, look at all that. I'm taking some of that honeycomb.
Yeah, so they filled up the top here. You see, they're not really, these aren't ready to harvest down here.
They're close. Should we check all of them?
Nah, I can see.
You can see?
I can see. I think we need to leave all this for a little bit and just concentrate on what we got going on, what I took out. I'm going to leave all this. Not going to hurt nothing. And once we put the empty ones back in, they'll go back to work.
Yeah.
But
all right.
That's how we need to do it. So I'm going to smoke this out, put this back in place.
They're literally all over me.
Yeah.
All over me. Oh boy. And it is getting hot, hot, hot. We came out first thing this morning because, whoo.
Welcome to North Carolina.
Yeah, it is one hot, muggy day.
So the other thing I did not see, honey, honey, no pun intended, was I did not see a lot of mites.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I saw a couple, that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Look at that one comb I dropped and they're like, don't take our honeycombs. Go on now. Y'all have plenty in there.
All right, so what we got to do is now we got to get back up to the porch, and hopefully they will
leave us alone so we can get undressed and go inside and harvest honey. So here's what we're taking. We might want to bring the smoker, huh?
I don't think so.
No?
Come on up here for a second.
Okay.
Hold your breath for a minute. Smoker's about out. I think the further we get away, the better.
I think you're right.
Go ahead and walk on up there.
Okay. Whew.
Oh boy, is that heavy.
Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome.
It's not heavy because of the frames, because the frames don't weigh anything.
I'll probably stop this video, but when we go to harvest.
Bye, everybody.
When we go to harvest, I will make another one so you guys can see what we're doing next. Now I have to try to figure out getting off my gloves so I can punch my button for off. Maybe I'll give you guys a tour of a few herbs first. So I am going to be making some videos on some of my herb stuff. Here you can see I've got, they call it bergamot. It is a bee balm, a bergamot bee balm. This is my barrage plant. I want to talk some about this one. There's some woolly lamb's ear here and some thyme. I've really got to do some work. Things are getting overgrown. We've got rosemary. We've got echinacea. We have sage. We have fennel. We have more echinacea. Just all kinds. I got some gardenia. Gardenia is also anti-venomous. We've got some aloe and some chocolate mint and more. This is a pineapple sage and oregano and lemon balm. I've got a bunch of lemon balm out in the garden area. This is some chocolate mint I transplanted and some sweet potato vines. And ooh, it's time to pick some blackberries this morning. Got blackberries growing up all on the fence. Look how beautiful that is. Awesome. So I got a lot of picking and stuff to do today. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and end this one. If I can get my glove. You got your gloves off? Will you hit this button for me? Tell everybody goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.